Now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Oyorokoto in Andoni local government area of Rivers State is popularly referred to as the largest fishing settlement in West Africa. That description will naturally paint a picture of a thriving community full of activity and economic life. But the reality on the ground is quite different. Residents say life in this fishing hub is a daily struggle. Basic social amenities such as potable drinking water and toilet facilities are not available, making living conditions very difficult. They are appealing to government at all levels to come to their aid.
Anytime Oyorokoto is mentioned, what often follows is the popular description of it as the biggest fishing settlement in West Africa. Indeed, the settlement, located along the banks of the Atlantic Ocean, remains a major fishing hub that attracts fisherfolks and traders from far and wide, especially during favorable fishing seasons. But beyond the fishing activities and popularity of Oyorokoto, many people hardly know what life is really like for the people living there. What happens when the fishing season is over? How do the people cope? And what are the living conditions like? Some residents of the community share their experiences with the Inside the Niger Delta crew during a recent visit to the fishing settlement.
We dey waka inside water, even to cook safe, no way, no doctor. Even for our health center, we have health center, even no better, no doctor, no nurse, nothing. Even when some women say want to labor, no way. Sometimes we carry, we enter speedboat to Bori. If you no go on time now, no way. Woman they die for this community because of doctor no day, nurse no day.
Oyorokoto here, we no get toilet, we no get light, we no get water, nothing where we get. Hospital we no get. We dey suffer for here. May government abeg come help us for Oyorokoto. We dey die for Oyorokoto.
So we need the security. We need the school, electricity, water. Look at this place now. If you go to this place, you will not see water. We are drinking most of water. Go to school there, you see our children sitting on ground instead of this. No school, no basic amenities. In fact, nothing that is happening here.
What started years ago as a temporary fishing camp where people come and go after fishing seasons has not only grown into a permanent settlement, but an important fishing hub. But despite its importance, the lack of basic amenities, including access to motorable road, has made life in the community difficult, with many residents struggling daily to cope with the harsh living conditions.
We want a sound hospital with well-equipped materials and drugs, then resident doctor here in this community, so that can help the women and mothers, and even our children. In fact, in the community generally, we at least feel the impact of the government if that can be procured.
If actually you can assist us to report to government, they should come to our aid. We are dying here. Nothing that is happening here. Just like other people are enjoying government facilities. We needed them here.
It is not just the living conditions of the people that suffer because of the poor state of infrastructure in Oyorokoto. The economy also suffers. Blue economy expert Dr. Shadrach Akoloku, while outlining some of the natural endowment in the Niger Delta, noted that Oyorokoto is one of those communities that hold so much economic potentials that have not yet been utilized.
You can imagine one shipyard in a place like Oyorokoto, the biggest local fish market in the entire West Africa. All that will change the economy. That's what is happening in Iceland. That's what is happening in Norway. It's happening in many of these countries where they have discovered the beauty of the maritime economy or the blue economy. So when you do that, it will divert attention from everybody focusing on politics, power control, and oil and gas.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Beneficiaries of various empowerment programs of the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC say the initiatives have improved their living conditions and opened new economic opportunities for them. From fashion and design to compressed natural gas conversion and agriculture-related skills, many youths and women across the region say they now have sustainable sources of income to support themselves and their families.
Beyond the construction of roads, bridges and other fiscal infrastructure, the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC, under the leadership of Managing Director Dr. Samuel Obuku, has continued to place emphasis on human capital development through various empowerment and skills acquisition programs. These initiatives, targeted at its teeming young population, are designed to tackle unemployment, reduce poverty, and equip beneficiaries with practical skills that will make them self-reliant. After the trainings, the intervention agency also ensures that beneficiaries are given necessary support both in equipment and in finances needed to start up their ventures. We spoke to a few out of the 300 young people who took part in the 3-month tailoring and fashion design training of the NDDC recently.
I feel so excited because this is one of the opportunities I've been looking for. I've been praying that God should just make a way for me, and God passed through the NDDC to answer my prayer. I'm saying a very big thank you to them.
I feel blessed. I feel grateful. I feel thankful, first of all, to God for choosing me and for making me to be a part of this program. It's a very wonderful opportunity.
The Commission also trained 500 youths in compressed natural gas or CNG conversion techniques. These young people are now experts in the conversion of previously petrol-powered cars to use CNG, which is cheaper and even cleaner for the environment.
This program, as far as Nigeria is concerned, I think it has a very beautiful effect and it's taking Nigeria to a better destination. It has built 500 food trucks completely without any doubt.
I want to say thank you to the NDDC organizers for this program. I really do appreciate it. They've empowered me. I didn't think I would be living here with all these resources, but I've been able to grow as an individual.
The training became even more relevant following the rising cost of petroleum products in the country and the growing calls for cleaner and more sustainable energy solutions. In another intervention aimed at addressing unemployment among youths, the NDDC trained over 300 young persons drawn from across the 9 Niger Delta states in technical and vocational skills like forklift operations, industrial spray painting, sandblasting, pipe fitting and scaffolding. For Dennis Wakota from Rivers State, the program has provided him with a fresh start and a new means of livelihood.
I can sandblast, I can paint, so I'm very happy for this program. And I also want to thank the NDDC for making this program a successful. I'm very happy because I will make myself a successful human being in life.
The Commission's empowerment drive also extends to agriculture through its contribution on the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises project in the Niger Delta known as Life ND. The program is supported through a $30 million investment by the NDDC across Imo, Rivers and Akwa Ibom states by empowering farmers, women and small-scale agro-entrepreneurs. Beneficiaries involved in poultry farming, fishery, cassava processing and palm oil production say the initiative has greatly improved their productivity and income levels.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC says its ongoing sensitization on the digitization of procurement processes is aimed at improving transparency, accountability and efficiency in contract administration across the Niger Delta region. The sensitization exercise, which commenced a few weeks back, had been conducted in Bayelsa, Cross River and Imo, with Ondo session happening last week.
The Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) in recent weeks has been going round states across the region, sensitizing stakeholders, including contractors, consultants, and service providers, on its new electronic procurement system. Speaking during the sensitization program in Imo State, the NDDC Director of Procurement, Dr. Osuji Chuks, explained that the exercise was designed to ensure that stakeholders properly understand the new system and take full advantage of it.
So the Managing Director of the NDDC, Chief Dr. Samuel Dobuku, in his way of thinking beyond now, feels that if these service providers are not trained and this automation goes full, so we are going to have issues of not having contractors who can compete favorably with other contractors in the procurement of goods and services.
Last week, the Commission took this sensitization to Ondo State, where stakeholders applauded the Commission for introducing reforms which they say will take away bottlenecks associated with the traditional procurement process.
We have come to this direction so that our people can be able to sensitize. We can sensitize our people to know how to process, procure any maybe contract or whatever it may be. So digitally, it is good for us to go through the process. I have learned a lot in this procurement process.
We are expecting and we are looking for a new NDDC. A new NDDC that you bid for a project and you get it without any lobby. Perfect arrangement. And that is why you give the kudos to our MD, Chief Samuel Ogoku, PhD, for his initiative, for his transformation.
Other stakeholders further described the initiative as timely.
It's a very good one because it is a forum to educate most contractors that don't know their left from right.
I really appreciate it because you don't need to go from one table to the other anymore. From henceforth, you can sit at home in your office and you do anything you want to do with NDDC right now with this program.
The NDDC e-procurement system is specially designed to simplify the bidding process, enhance monitoring and improve documentation, while promoting openness in contract awards and procurement management. Inside the Niger Delta, Azikeo Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Azikeo Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
Cubana Millennium City, Asaba, a statement in luxurious living. As preparations for the 2027 general election hots up, the Shekiri people in Delta State have thrown their weight behind the state governor Sheriff Oberewori, who is seeking re-election. The Shekiri people also bestowed on Governor Oberewori one of the highest honors in the land, known as the Royal Order of Iwere, ROI, at a reception held last Sunday. The people said they are impressed with Governor Oberewori's performance and achievements so far and would want him to continue in the saddle beyond 2027.
Men, women and young people of Ishekiri extraction in Delta State in their colorful traditional attires last Sunday welcomed the state governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oberewori, to a reception in his honor at the palace of their monarch, the Olu of Warri Kingdom, Ogiame Atuashe III. The chairman of the Delta State Traditional Rulers Council and the Oroji of Okpe, His Royal Majesty Major General Felix Mujakbero, retired, led other traditional rulers from different parts of the state to the gathering, where the Ishekiri people endorsed President Bola Tinubu, whose wife Oluremi Tinubu is of Ishekiri maternal heritage, as well as Governor Oberewori ahead of the coming general elections.
I move that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the workaholic governor be endorsed for a second term in office, I rise in my place this afternoon to second the motion as moved by our elder and our amiable leader.
The people particularly hailed Governor Boriowori for what they described as his responsible leadership that is improving lives and driving development across the state.
There are so many projects, many projects in our land that you have executed.
We can only say a very big thank you to you, Ukodo, as you popularly called, has done in our various communities within this very short period.
Ogame Atuashe III also offered royal blessings and prayers for the governor.
I pray for strength in your body and in your mind. May Delta State experience new heights and become the envy of this nation.
Earlier, just before the grand reception, the Olu of Warri conferred on Governor Boriowori the Royal Order of Iwere, ROI, one of the revered honors in the kingdom.
And so it gives me pleasure to present to everybody, freshly minted, His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Boriowori, ROI.
Speaking during the event, Governor Boriowori thanked the monarch and the entire Ishekiri nation for the endorsement.
I use this opportunity to ask the Ishekiri nation to continue to support our administration and the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
The governor also encouraged the Ishekiri monarch to look out for chiefs within the kingdom who would come to him with ill-fated counsel.
This kingdom that I know is a kingdom of unity, a kingdom of peace. If you see any mistake from the Yahweh, know it's from the sheep, not from the Yahweh. That is the truth. Your people will come to you, listen to them. Take the good one. Make use of the good one. The bad one, keep it aside.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Appreciation. I, Chief Daniel Omoyibo, popularly known as Dan Motek, the Omogaga of Isoko Nation, wish to thank the Executive Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Boriowori, the All Progressive Congress APC, and the entire leadership of the party in Isoko South local government area for their roles in the emergence of Honorable Lucky Idove, popularly known as Sabon, as the candidate of our great party, the APC, for the Isoko South Constituency 1 seat in the Delta State House of Assembly. Your Excellency, your intervention has once again demonstrated your commitment to fairness, unity, and inclusive leadership in Delta State. This victory belongs to the people of Isoko South Constituency 1, who continuously yearn for purposeful representation. I also extend my profound appreciation to our leaders who work tirelessly to achieve this consensus. Honorable Prince Johnson Erijo, the Omo Ovie, leader of the APC Isoko South Caucus, distinguished Senator Jewel Onoa Port Thomas, Senator representing Delta South, Honorable Emamusi Obiode, the Delta State Commissioner for Land and Urban Development, Honorable Victor Ikelaga, and the entire members of the APC in Isoko South local government area, as well as the APC ward executives of Isoko South Constituency 1. With this spirit of unity, the APC family in Isoko South is now more resolved than ever to work together to deliver Your Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Boriowori and our President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu come 2027. Thank you, Your Excellency, for standing with Isoko. We are confident that under your more agenda, Delta State will continue to enjoy peace, development, and political stability. Yours in service, Chief Daniel Omoyibo Eloziner, aka Dan Motek.
Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doyediri has described the member representing Sagbama Ikirimo Federal Constituency, Honorable Fred Agbedi, as an uncommon lawmaker whose legislative achievements and people-oriented projects are continuing to positively impact the lives of his constituents. Governor Diri, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Peter Akpe, made this known recently while commissioning some projects initiated by Honorable Agbedi in a Keremo local government area of the state.
The past few weeks have been busy for the member representing Sagbama Ekeremo Federal Constituency, Honorable Fred Agbedi, as he embarked on an inauguration spree of several projects he facilitated across the constituency. These projects include 2 jetties built in Ekeremo main town, the headquarters of Ekeremo local government area. Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doediri, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Peter Akpe, commended the lawmaker for his developmental interventions, which he said are complementing the efforts of the state government.
I want to appreciate our leader for this noble concept. Somehow, when some people go there, we don't see these things. The people don't see it. And they will be asking, where is the constituency project? But I believe that the people of Sagbama and Keremo, seeing this, will not ask that kind of question.
For his part, Honorable Agbedi said the need to build some of these facilities was born out of the hardship the people had faced over the years.
I remembered when the entire local government was riverine, and so materials for elections had to go through a wooden bridge that used to be constructed at this waterfront. Sometimes the wooden bridge would be so dilapidated that people, the woods may break, people sustain injuries, and as somebody who came from here, I believe that that was dangerous to the health of humanity, particularly the people of my local government. And so I opted to replace the wooden jetty with this concrete jetty.
Also commissioned was a 4-classroom block at Isampo, an additional 1 classroom block at School 2 in Sagbama town, a solar mini-grid at Tungbo Health Center, as well as another solar mini-grid project at Okumbiri community. Dwellers across these benefiting communities were full of gratitude to the lawmaker.
Today is an important day. We are talking about our own son, Honorable Fred Agbedi, the man whom we know that always do what is good.
Honorable Fred Agbedi was first elected as a member of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria during the Third Republic in 1992. Before the democratic dispensation was truncated by General Ibrahim Babangida. However, he returned to the Green Chamber in 2015, where he continued to distinguish himself through robust legislative contributions and facilitation of constituency projects aimed at addressing the developmental needs of his constituents. Honorable Fred Agbedi recently obtained his nomination and expression of interest forms to contest the Bayelsa West Senatorial District seat under the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Many political observers believe that if elected to the Red Chamber, he will further accelerate grassroots development and deepen people-oriented representation that will positively impact the lives of the people of Bayelsa West Senatorial District.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Young people in Delta State under the aegis of Soft Nigeria, a socio-political group committed to youth inclusion, civic engagement, and national development, have endorsed Governor Sheriff Oborevwori and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for re-election in the 2027 general elections. The group made this known recently during a strategic stakeholders meeting held in Warri, Delta State.
Launched in February this year, Soft Nigeria is a grassroots advocacy platform that seeks to bridge the gap between citizens and government through dialogue, civic education, and increased participation in governance, particularly among young people. In line with its vision of promoting responsible leadership and active citizenship, The group at their stakeholders meeting formally endorsed the APC chieftain, Chief Ayiri Emami, as its patron.
Ayiri Emami, he has been helping youths, he has been building youths, he has been mentoring so many persons. So bringing him into the fold of South Nigeria will make South Nigeria go a long way in telling more youths that we are ready to bring them into governance. That's the more reason why we choose him as our patron.
Chief Ayiri Emami, as the name implies, is a man of integrity. We need a stable character and a reliable person, to be the face of, to come and be part of us.
In his address, Chief Ayiri Emami said the challenges confronting Nigeria today predates the current administration, stressing that for the country to attain the growth and stability citizens desire, all hands must be on deck. He also commended what he described as the massive infrastructural development and economic reforms being undertaken by Governor Sheriff Oborewori and President Bola Tinubu.
Nigeria go better. So that's why you do the foundation well. Anybody that is coming will build on top. So you can see what Sheriff is doing today. Now, you don't give anybody now a challenge or worry. Anybody that is coming next will want to do better than Sheriff.
Data from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, shows that youths aged 18 to 34 accounted for nearly 40% of registered voters in the 2023 general elections. Yet, the country recorded only a 26.7% voter turnout, the lowest since Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999. Some stakeholders of Soft Nigeria say the group is determined to reverse the trend by mobilizing and educating young people on the need to actively participate in the democratic process.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's the size of our package on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA thanking you for tuning in. Bye for now.